Peace. This is the enemy's public. I am Bro.Nasir. I read something in the Washington Times that really disturbed me. A Maryland school district is offering families with pre-K to fifth grade students a Pride Week reading of the picture book Calvin about a 4-year-old transgender boy who dresses as a boy for the first time for his first day of school. Now, a 4-year-old cannot be a transgender. A 4-year-old can be dressed up like a girl. A 4-year-old boy can be dressed up like a girl, but he's not a transgender. He's transdressing. And if he is transdressing, an adult is putting those clothes on that child, period. The Howard County public school system, they're going to give away free copies of the book to the first 50 families who register for the June 7th virtual reading by Calvin authors J.R. and Vanessa Ford. According to a registration form, a restricted Howard County public school system Google document shared with parents. Now, what would inspire such a publication besides pushing an agenda? They get angry when people say they're pushing an agenda. And what angers me is they'll get angry and say they're not pushing an agenda while pushing it right in your face. Yet not expecting you to say anything about them pushing the agenda. Because a 4-year-old, a pre-K through 5th-year-old shouldn't be sexualized at all. They shouldn't even talk about sex. That's 4 years old to 10 years old. It shouldn't be in their conversation at all. Again, if a 4-year-old boy is dressed up like a girl, an adult put those clothes on that boy. And if a boy who is 4 years old wants to wear girl clothes, you tell that boy emphatically, no, this is what I bought you. Now, if he wants to get older and buy his own clothes, that's different. But while you are a responsible parent, you're supposed to tell that child emphatically not. You will not wear girls' clothes as a boy. Now, the virtual reading will be part of several events planned by the school system to address and celebrate LGBTQ issues during Pride Week next month, and comes amid a national debate over gender and sex education in schools. Sex education in schools, nothing wrong with that. I've been out of high school almost 40 years. And we had sex education, but they did not encourage sex. They just educated you on sex. They didn't encourage sex. There's a difference. When you're encouraging a child which way to go in sex, that's encouraging sex. And I don't like the socialization when it comes to these matters in these schools. Howard County Public School System Pride Week activities will be held outside of the school day and are completely voluntary, and most require pre-registration. A school system spokesperson said in an email statement to the Washington Times. According to a description post on the author's website, the story of Calvin is inspired by author's own transgender child and accompanied by warm and triumphant illustrations. Now, I don't know how old these author's child is, so I'm not going to speculate. I'm talking about a 4-year-old to 10-year-old. They can't decide, and they shouldn't be able to decide to make adult decisions. This is the thing. These authors, I wonder who they are backed by. I'm going to do the due diligence and do some research. Who are they backed by that they would be able to write such a publication and have so much attention put on this publication? Now, the author said Calvin has always been a boy, even if the world see him as a girl. He knows who he is, and in his heart and in his mind, but he hasn't yet told his family, the description states. Now, this is a fictitious child, okay? Probably based on their child because they say they have their own transgender, transdressing child. Now, when Calvin was born, the mother and father knew emphatically what Calvin was when he came out of the womb. So to say that Calvin didn't yet tell his family who and what he is just mere stupidity. It's stupid. You're looking at your little boy or your little girl. You know what you brought into this world, whether it's a boy or a girl. And if that boy is dressed like a girl, parents, adults put the clothes on the little boy or the little girl. They're not being held accountable. That's child abuse. When you put girl clothes on a boy on purpose, like Sandra Bullock does, the actress Sandra Bullock, she goes and she adopts black boys and dress them like girls. That's what Sandra Bullock has done. She adopts black boys and she dresses them and parades them around in girls' clothing. And nobody sees nothing wrong with that. That's wrong. That's wrong. And then she's calling them transgender. Now, in Sandra Bullock's case, that's forcement. And so is it when it comes to if you're dressing a 4-year-old boy like a girl, you're abusing a child. You are abusing a child. Now, they don't want people to say gay. Advocates for the LGBTQ rights have dubbed it in the Don't Say Gay Act, suing the state and accusing conservatives of exaggerating the issues for political gain. Conservatives has responded by posting school documents on social media that they cite as evidence of left-wing indoctrination in transgender ideology. Now, my question is, who on earth writes a book like this for 4-year-olds? Now, any adult that will actually go and purchase such a book for a 4-year-old child should be brought up on charges. Whatever way that child's going to go, it should be that child's decision. But you should encourage your child to be what they came out the womb as. You love your child regardless, but you don't put girl clothes on a boy. You don't put boy clothes on a girl. That's wrong. That is wrong. That's encouraging. And that is sexualizing a child. That's abusing the child. This is the enemy's public. I am Brother Nasir. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section. Peace.